And good friggin' morning. Welcome to what is possibly the final episode to the original Shadow War. Oh shit! Great way to start the fight, huh? Now I can just do this and it's amazing. I have infinite ammo! Oh, this is so freaking... They wanted you to do this. This is so fucking stupid fun. Yes. Yes to all of this. You cannot stop me. Oh, is that Sing's headless body? I think it is. Crap. Oh, that's fun.
Weak as a baby's fart.
No comment on that, Hoji? Because I mean that was kind of dumb. Oh, the last whisper. Oh, are you the one that has Hoji's memory in it?
Look out! Ah! No! No! No, don't you dare! No, I command you! Stop! Stop right there! No! Don't you? Hey, get back here! No!
Wow, that... My sword! Well, I guess that was bound to happen.
Hoji! I don't have the sword! Figure something out!
Man.
Stay away from his mouth!
I have my sword. Oh. I like that my sword still has all the etchings in it. Rockets. Shadow Realm fucking suck. Oh shit! Really appreciating all the stamina I have, that's for sure. Hoji, I don't have the sword!
Another whisperer? But... oh. It's yours, isn't it?
Yes. The last creature that can touch the bullets for a con.
Except for me.
The last that will do endless bidding.
So obviously we gotta go stab it.
Turn, mortal. Save yourself.
I'll leave when I have the sword.
This is not your battle. Do not waste your life.
Can I beat him without the sword, Hoji?
You're dead either way. I trust this fuck like I trust a condom and a teenager's wallet.
Okay. So what do we do?
Do you trust me?
I can't remember anymore. But I made a promise.
Okay. Supplies? Anything? Ammo? No?
There she is. Amiona. She's lived here her whole life, weeping so that we might prosper.
You chose the more capable mortal, though we no longer need them. But these golems of yours, so ingenious, and so fitting to my purpose.
Yeah, I'm better than Zilla, what of it?
Now, the creature you made to comfort you will take your life. Destiny cannot be tricked. I tried to protect you, but you give me no choice. You will be remembered as the one who saved us. Hoji, there is no other way.
I beg to differ. This is not right.
We all fear death.
Oh, I don't mind dying, brother. What I mind is dying for you.
Hoji, don't.
What are you doing?
Hoji, don't kill yourself for me.
Born to do. Break the rules.
Hoji,
No!
don't die for me, Hoji.
You arrogant, foolhardy.
Arrogant? Maybe. But foolhardy? I see you more clearly than I ever have.
She must be awakened.
Oh, she will be, brother. But not by my blood.
No! No!
No! Hoji.
Hoji, you gonna be alright?
Oh, I think not. There's a fire eating me from the inside.
What the hell were you thinking?
You made me a promise, and I'm going to make you keep it. Besides, Did you see the look on Enma's face? Like someone took a dump in his cornflakes. I wouldn't trade it. Just don't let him take the sword away. He can't hide from this.
Oh, he faded. And the golem is gone. Alright, time for final battle. There we go. Nope. I was trying to sprint down the stairs. I was trying to sprint. Having the sprint and the dash both on the same button is the worst idea ever. Because you press the button to dash, oh, come on. Like, you press the button to sprint, or to dash, and you hold it to sprint, but you can't seem to sprint without dashing at least once.
Can I beat him without the sword, Hoji?
Just trying to go down the stairs.
I trust this fuck like I trust a condom and a teenager's balls.
Okay.
Okay, that one time I managed to sprint without
I can't
How do...
remember anymore.
There she is. Amiona. She's lived here her whole life, weeping so that we might prosper.
Okay, you see? I can't. Fine, I'll just walk down the stairs. We'll do this the slow way. I lied. But seriously, I hate that you can't just dash, or you can't just sprint without dashing. Which is another reason why I never bothered to sprint. Ow. Get down on one knee, you bastard. Bow to me. Eat that, dude. I still hold firm to the belief that just repetitively dashing is a lot faster than actually sprinting. It just feels like it covers more ground. Flail way too much, I don't like it. Just let me kill you. It'll all be over soon. And I'll kill your brother. And avenge Hoji. Everything will be all hunky-dory. The weapon in your arm really makes this difficult. I hate it. Eat that, my dude.
You know the saying. Walk softly and carry a sword of legendary power.
No, this cannot be my brother.
Okay. Round 2.
You're dead, Zing. You are dead.
You are dead. Oh, apparently I can walk through you now. So, back up here.
What happened? Where's Enra?
I killed Zing. His body, anyway.
Good. Then it's done.
It's not done. Nothing's done. I don't know where he is, and I don't think we have time.
I chose you because you could handle a sword. And because I thought I could handle you. That you were strong of body, but not of mind. But I was wrong, Lowen. You came back for me to fight a battle that wasn't yours. You've already won.
But Enra...
You've already won. Tell my sister I'm sorry. Sweetest of sisters, I will always remember the day I first saw you. And while I did reach out to you, leaving a toy at your door out of compassion or curiosity, I would never have seen you had you not decided otherwise. It doesn't matter now. Our secret is known to all. I didn't anticipate you would become happy, but you did. And your tears no longer flowed. Without them, the land dropped, and inevitably Enra climbed your mountain and found us. You should have stayed by my side. You made me believe I could be something else. And for that, I will never forgive you.
Okay.
My world is at your mercy, Lo Wang. If this is victory, then you and my brother have won.
Well, I'm gonna stab you. I mean, I'm not really sure if I'm still on the right of it, but I'm gonna stab you. Because you are kind of a dick. Oh, that sounded cool. Here comes the stab! Haha, tricked you with a slice. And now she is awake. Yep. And missing. Along with everybody else. I can only assume that she's going to send me home. Right? How'd you carry him out here? Why'd you carry him out here? Also, why'd you stop this far? Credits. Okay. That's it. It's the whole game. Holy shit. Alright, I loved the feeling of power at the end. I hate that it got taken away from me just for minor plot details. Only to be immediately returned to me, like, not long after. That was, you know, almost pointless. But in terms of overall experience with this game, I'd say that it is amazing. I loved it. The story, lots of twists, lots of turns. I was gonna say I loved how much it felt kind of like Doom 2016, but at the same time, it's like this game came out 3 years before that. So that wouldn't really be fair. I loved the premise of, you know, this 3D world with secrets and such. I wasn't very good at finding them, mind you. I can see why Doom 2016 had an upgrade for your suit that would let you, like, kind of sense secrets on your map, because that makes it a whole lot easier to find them. I don't like that the dash and the sprint are the same button. That caused me more trouble than I can count. I think most of my deaths, probably about 80% of my deaths, were me just not able to quite figure out a jump and or dashing off of a ledge unintentionally. So the platforming aspect could use some touch-ups, like there were just some barriers in place that didn't quite make sense. When the whole idea, the game rewards you for finding secrets, and yet there are some locations that look like they could hide a secret. Obviously they didn't because there's a barrier there, but you would just be so tempted to look. Which I recall one place in particular in the shipyard, as I was crossing a bridge, I'm like, oh, there's a ledge over there, and I could totally jump to that, and I tried jumping to it, and it was just a wall, and I just fell into the water and died, and got sent back to checkpoint. Stuff like that kind of annoyed me, but that's not really the game's fault, per se. Each level felt like they were gradually getting larger from the start. Like, the first level was, I swear, initially I was trying to do about, like, obviously the 30-minute episodes as usual, but I swear, in the beginning I was actually catching up. Like, I fell way behind due to the multiple deaths in the one chapter, but, like, I started to catch up to where each part was almost a chapter in and of itself. By the time I got to about 12 or 13, I started to fall behind again, just from the sheer scale of the levels that I was going into. Like, I think one of the last ones that I did before I got here was like, what, like 50 minutes it said to clear it? And I know I wasn't exactly the fastest, but at the same time, like, that's a lot of level. And that's quite impressive. The weapons, some felt underwhelming, like the flamethrower and the shotgun. I never really felt a need to use either of those. Hell, I barely even felt a need to use the revolver, and the only reason I did was because I ran out of ammo in the guns I did like. Hell, that's the only reason I ever used the shotgun or the flamethrower. I liked the premise of channeling. Like, I like the ability to use my I thought when I first got the abilities in the beginning to use sword techniques were cheat. I thought that the combinations with the buttons was going to throw me off, and I wouldn't remember how to do anything by the time I got to the end of the game. But it's actually a lot more simplistic than it sounded by the time I got to the end of it, to where it's like each combo or each channeling is just a different combination with either L2 or R2, which there's only 4 possible options for each button. And I found that to be a lot more simplified than I was afraid of. The humor was spot on through the entire thing. I loved Lo Wang and Lo Wang and Hoji. I loved how their kind of back and forth slowly developed as they grew to like each other. They became less just shooting insults and more just, dude, you get me. And I thought that was pretty awesome. That was pretty well written. To a point that I actually didn't want Hoji to die at the end, but the second he, like, made a mention of breaking the rules, and the sword was, like, right there in front of him, I'm like, Hoji, no, don't do it, Hoji, no. Because, as they've said since the beginning, they can't hold the sword, it'll kill them. And that made me very sad. Are the credits just on loop now? Are we actually going somewhere? Ever since the original Fable, I've been very cautious about just skipping end credits. Like, are we actually going somewhere? Are we on loop? What is happening? We might be on loop. I think the credits started over. Because I saw the special thanks and the engines and everything, and now we're, I think, back at the beginning. I'm just gonna wait and see. If I see voice actors again, I'll know for sure. Like, the game might be waiting for me to skip. All in all, great game. I'd recommend it for anyone else that wants to play it. Obviously, I wanted to play this to kind of catch up on the story because, as I said in the very first episode, I got this in a double pack with the sequel, which I will be picking up immediately. Because I want to see where Lo Wang's journey takes him from here. I don't know how far from this point into the future the sequel will be. I don't know if it's going to take place immediately afterwards or if it'll be like after a time skip or something. But it's something that I most certainly wanted to pick up next. So, as I said, I'm just kind of looking for voice actors because that's something I recognized immediately. That's something I remember seeing in the credits. So if I see yep, there's voice. Yeah, so it just wants me to skip. Level completed. all I can do is either restart level or return to menu. Okay, that's fine. On that note, I guess that's where this episode ends. So, look forward to Shadow Warrior 2 next time. Fuck yeah!